YouTube, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by the channel, SOS Fragrance Reviews. I'm going to try to bang through as quickly as possible 15 of my top acquisitions for 2020. Stay tuned. All right, first up is Voyage de Hermes from the house of Hermes. This is quite simply an aromatic fragrance where cardamom is like the primary player. I think it's a, uplifting fragrance that will perform very well in springtime. I think springtime is the perfect setting to wear this fragrance. The cardamom is kind of punchy, but I think it's something that smells really good in the air. And I think this is something that will draw compliments. So if you've never checked this one out, check it out. Voyage de Hermes from the house of Hermes. Second up is an inspiration fragrance from the house of Alexandria Fragrances. This is a copy of Great Britain. This is called United Kingdom. This is a chypre leather type fragrance, not one for the newer noses, one that I really appreciate. And I think those that appreciate vintage style fragrances, but with a modern touch, they're gonna like this one. Performs well. Well done, Alexandria Fragrances, United Kingdom. A really solid patchouli fragrance. This is from Reminiscence Paris. This is patchouli. This is basically a sweet, earthy, warm patchouli fragrance that's very well done, and I think can compete with most patchouli fragrances on the market. I've read that this is a patchouli fragrance that you can find in most drugstores in the UK. I can't confirm that, but that's what I've read. I had to buy it from overseas. I'm from the States, and I want to say it was about 60, 70 bucks, somewhere in that ballpark, but very, very well done. Great patchouli fragrance, and I'm really happy to have this one in the collection. Reminiscence Paris Patchouli. Indie House Savoir Faire. This is Beau Noir. Very masculine fragrance. This is amber. I think it's cinnamon, eucalyptus. Very well done. Lasts a long time. I like it. I like it a lot. Happy to have it in the collection. Beau Noir. From the house of Carner, Beautiful Murillo. This is incense, nutmeg, musk, and some other notes. Reminds me of the holidays. Very well done. Great bang for your buck. Great price point. If you've never checked this one out, you might want to check this one out. Beautiful Murillo from the house of Carner. I've got two back-to-back from the house of Issey Miyake. The first one is Nuit de Issey, Pulse of the Night. This is vanilla, amber, tonka. Really well done, very well received in Frag. I think it's deserving of all the accolades. So if you've never gotten a chance to grab a bottle of this, this is one you definitely want to check out. Pulse of the Night, Issey Miyake. Second one from that house is L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme or Onsens. Incense, rose, woods, really well done. More mysterious fragrance. I think this one is a little bit more upscale feeling. Really like this one. Really happy to have it in the collection. All right, Onsens from the house of Issey Miyake. Another one that I have is kind of also on the dark side, so to speak. This is from the house of Chopard, and this is Black Incense Malaki. Incense, leather, and gasoline, believe it or not. This kind of reminds me of if you're wearing leather gloves and you pump gas and you get a little bit of gas in your leather gloves. It's not as raw as that, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. It's unique, it's different. I think it's well done. Chopard, Black Incense Malaki. An oud fragrance that I think a lot of people would like and I think has a lot of mass appeal from the house of Versace. This is Oud Noir. Surprisingly fresh, well done, and again, I think it's got mass appeal. If you want to start your journey into the world of oud, I can't say this has got real oud in it, but it's an oud fragrance and one worth checking out. Oud Noir from the house of Versace. Another one kind of in the same ballpark, but a little different. This is from the house of Dolce Gabbana. This is Mysterious Nights. This is Rose and Oud, and it's got other things going on. This one is also surprisingly fresh in the top. I really like this one. I really haven't had it that long. I mean, this is a new acquisition for me, but I really like the way it smells, and I can say I've smelled enough to tell you that this is a solid fragrance and one of the top acquisitions for 2020 in my collection. Mysterious Nights, Dolce & Gabbana, the one. Coming down to the last 5, all right? First up, Aqua Sextus from the house of Juliette Mod. This is aquatic, but done a little bit different. It's not like Bleu de Chanel or Dylan Blue or stuff like that. Kind of in the same ballpark, but it's got a different vibe to it, more upscale. I really like it. I think that this is a banger personally. I think this is a banging fragrance, and I'm really happy to have it in the collection. Do your research, a little bit more pricey, but Aqua Sextus, Juliette Mod. Another one from a niche house. This is from the Casamarati line from Xerjoff. This is 1888. I'm just gonna call it Spicy Cola. Definitely signature scent worthy. I've read this is kind of reminiscent to Creation E from Roja Dove. I can't co-sign that. I've never smelled Creation E, but this is one that I'm really happy to have in the collection. Also nice floral and clean undertone of this fragrance too. So 1888 Casamarati. Really nice fig fragrance from the house of Diptyque. This is Philosopus. Watery, fig, sweet, balanced. It's a really balanced fragrance and one that is great for the warm weather. I got this one at the beginning of summer, but didn't really get a chance to wear it, just like a lot of the fragrances. Because of COVID, we were kind of in the house. I did wear it, but not the way I wanted to. So I'm hoping things change in 2021 and I get to wear the fragrances a little bit more out. So Philosopus from the house of Diptyque. Coming down to the last 2. First one from Comme des Garçons. This is black. Unique. That's all I can say. This is a very unique fragrance. You've got pepper, you've got incense, you've got a little bit of sweetness. Strange. But one that I'm happy to have in the collection. And, one I want to find times to wear. This is not going to be for everyone, but it's one that I do like. So I'm happy to have it in the collection. Comme des Garçons, black. Last but not least is a fragrance you're going to see on a lot of people's top list for 2020 from the house of Cartier. This is Pasha de Cartier Parfum. Kind of a fougere type fragrance that's been modernized. They took the old DNA and updated it some. I really like this fragrance. You can check the reviews. A lot of people have talked about this fragrance. I do think it's one of the better releases or one of the best releases of 2020. Pasha de Cartier Parfum. That's my 15, guys. Feel free to comment. Let me know if you agree, disagree, if you've got any of these in your collection. What did you pick up in 2020? What were your best pickups? Feel free, like, comment, subscribe. I thank you guys for stopping by the channel and rocking with me. Later.